Daily Horoscope for Virgo, April 3, 2025 General Overview. Today marks a pivotal moment in your personal evolution, dear Virgo. As Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Saturn in fellow Earth sign Capricorn, your natural talents for analysis and precision are significantly enhanced. This cosmic configuration bestows you with exceptional mental clarity and practical insight, making it an ideal day for tackling complex problems or finalizing intricate plans. You may notice that your attention to detail is even more pronounced today, allowing you to spot nuances that others miss entirely. However, this alignment isn't merely about focusing on minutiae, it's about seeing how the small pieces fit into the greater whole. There's a beautiful balance between your pragmatic side and your vision for the future today. The moon in Taurus further grounds your energy, creating a stable emotional foundation from which you can operate with confidence. Love and relationships. In the realm of relationships, today brings an interesting blend of depth and practicality. If you're in a committed partnership, you may find yourself evaluating the structural integrity of your relationship, not from a place of criticism, but from a desire to strengthen its foundation. Conversations with your significant other could take on a more serious tone, focusing on future plans and shared responsibilities. This is an excellent day for discussing practical matters such as finances, household management, or long-term goals, as both of you are likely to approach these topics with level-headedness and mutual respect. For single Virgos, your discerning nature is particularly active today. You're not interested in superficial connections, but rather seeking someone who appreciates your depth and complexity. A chance encounter with someone who stimulates your intellect could spark interest, though you'll take your time getting to know them before making any emotional investments. Venus in Pisces is activating your relationship house, softening your sometimes critical eye and allowing you to see the beauty in imperfection, a valuable lesson for perfection-seeking Virgo. Career and finance. Professionally, this is a standout day in what looks to be a standout month, Virgo. The Saturn-Mercury trine creates ideal conditions for professional advancement, particularly in fields that require precision, analysis, or detailed communication. Your superiors or colleagues are likely to take notice of your thoroughness and reliability today. If you've been working on a major project or presentation, this is an excellent time to finalize details or present your findings, as your communication skills are particularly sharp and persuasive. In terms of finances, your natural prudence is enhanced, making this a favorable day for budgeting, financial planning, or making carefully considered investments. You might receive news about a potential increase in income, perhaps through a raise, bonus, or new opportunity that aligns perfectly with your skills. Jupiter's position suggests that a financial decision you make today could have positive long-term implications, particularly if it involves education, publishing, or international connections. Consider consulting with a financial advisor if you're contemplating any significant monetary moves, as the stars favor well-researched decisions over impulsive actions. Health and wellness. When it comes to your physical and mental well-being, today's planetary influences encourage a holistic approach. The Earth sign energy predominant today connects you deeply with your body's needs and signals. You might find yourself naturally gravitating toward healthier choices without the inner struggle that sometimes accompanies lifestyle changes. This is an excellent day to establish new health routines or to refine existing ones, particularly those that combine physical activity with mental focus. Consider practices like yoga, tai chi, or mindful walking. Digestive health, always a sensitive area for Virgo, benefits from the stabilizing Taurus moon, but be mindful not to let work stress manifest as tension in your solar plexus. Taking short breaks throughout the day to practice deep breathing can help maintain your energy and prevent the nervous system from becoming overtaxed. The Mercury-Saturn aspect supports mental discipline, making this an ideal day to break unhelpful thought patterns or to practice meditation. Remember that for you, Virgo, mental and physical health are intimately connected. When your mind is clear and organized, your body often follows suit. Personal growth. A profound opportunity for personal development presents itself today, centered around finding balance between your critical nature and self-compassion. The Saturn influence brings a maturity to your perspective, helping you distinguish between constructive self-improvement and harmful perfectionism. You may experience an important realization about a pattern in your life that has been limiting your growth or happiness. This insight doesn't come as a sudden epiphany, but rather as the culmination of careful self-observation, very fitting for your methodical nature. Your analytical gifts are turned inward today, allowing you to see yourself with remarkable clarity and honesty. This is also an excellent time for learning and intellectual growth. You might feel drawn to study a subject that has practical applications in your daily life. The stars particularly favor studies related to health sciences, data analysis, environmental conservation, or craftsmanship, all areas that appeal to your desire to be of service and to improve the world through diligent effort. Neptune's distant influence adds a touch of compassion to your typically rational approach, suggesting that integrating intuition with analysis could lead to your most significant breakthroughs. Advice for the day. Embrace your natural talents for analysis and organization today, Virgo, but remember to apply these skills with compassion, both toward yourself and others. When you feel the urge to criticize, pause and ask whether your observations truly serve improvement or merely highlight imperfection for its own sake. This is a day to build and strengthen, not to tear down. Make time for both productivity and reflection. Your mind is especially powerful today when given space to both focus and wander. Trust the insights that arise from quiet moments of contemplation. In conversations, practice active listening rather than immediately formulating responses or solutions. Sometimes your presence alone is the greatest gift you can offer. Consider writing down your thoughts and plans, as the clarity you experience today may yield insights worth revisiting in the future. Finally, acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Your tendency to focus on what remains to be done sometimes blinds you to how far you've already come. Today, the stars ask you to honor your journey thus far even as you plot your course forward. Lucky elements for Virgo today. Lucky color, navy blue, which enhances your intellectual clarity while calming your sometimes overactive mind. Lucky number, 4, representing stability, foundation, and methodical progress, all energies that align with your current cosmic climate. Lucky time of day, early morning, 6 to 8 a.m., when Mercury's influence is particularly strong, making it ideal for important communications or decision-making. Lucky location, libraries, gardens, or well-organized workspaces where your mind can function at its optimum capacity. Lucky crystal, moss agate, which supports your earth sign nature while promoting balance, growth, and new beginnings, perfect for today's energy of practical evolution. Final thought, today offers you a beautiful blend of practicality and possibility, dear Virgo. While your feet remain firmly planted on the ground, your vision extends toward new horizons. The cosmos supports your natural gifts while gently encouraging you to expand beyond your usual boundaries. Remember that your capacity for improvement, both of yourself and your surroundings, comes from a place of love, not fear. Let that distinction guide your actions today, and watch as your natural precision transforms from a tool of judgment to an instrument of creation and healing. The world needs your attentive care, Virgo, today more than ever. On April 3, 2025, Virgo experiences a particularly notable planetary configuration. Mercury, your ruling planet, will be positioned at approximately 18 degrees in Aries, creating a dynamic energy in your 8th house of transformation and shared resources. This placement stimulates your analytical abilities, especially when dealing with financial partnerships and investments. The fiery quality of Aries adds a touch of impatience to your typically methodical approach, so be mindful of rushing important decisions. Mercury forms a favorable trine with Saturn in Pisces, providing a stabilizing influence that helps ground your thoughts despite the Aries' impulsivity. This aspect supports structured communication about deep or sensitive topics. The Sun, also in Aries, illuminates your sector of joint ventures and intimate connections, forming a square with Pluto in Aquarius. This creates an intensity around power dynamics in close relationships that may require your careful navigation. Venus will be in Taurus, occupying your ninth house of higher learning and expansion. This earthy Venus placement resonates beautifully with your Virgo nature, opening doors to learning opportunities that have practical applications. It creates a harmonious Earth trine with your natal Virgo placements, enhancing your appreciation for knowledge that has tangible benefits. Mars in Gemini activates your career sector, creating a busy and intellectually stimulating professional atmosphere. The mutable quality of Gemini complements your Virgo adaptability, though it can scatter your focus if not channeled properly. Jupiter, positioned in late Gemini, expands these career opportunities but warns against taking on too many projects simultaneously. Saturn's ongoing transit through Pisces continues to oppose your sign, creating a sense of seriousness in partnerships and commitments. This opposition encourages you to establish clearer boundaries in relationships while also embracing the responsibility that comes with close connections. Uranus in Gemini forms a favorable sextile to your sun sign, bringing unexpected intellectual insights and potential technological breakthroughs in your professional sphere. Neptune in Aries might create some uncertainty in financial matters involving others, suggesting the need for extra clarity in shared resource agreements. The lunar position on this day activates your fourth house of home and foundations, creating an emotional undercurrent related to your personal security and family matters. This contrasts with the more outward-focused planetary energy elsewhere in your chart. A particularly significant aspect to note is the Mercury-Jupiter sextile that forms on this day, opening channels for beneficial conversations related to your career growth and professional development. This planetary dialogue between your ruling planet and the planet of expansion creates fertile ground for planning your next professional moves. The nodes of destiny, with the North Node in Taurus and South Node in Scorpio, continue to emphasize themes of self-reliance versus dependency. This axis encourages you to build your own resources while releasing unhealthy attachments to others' support. The part of fortune falls in your seventh house, suggesting that partnerships formed or strengthened on this day have particularly favorable outcomes, especially those that balance your practical Virgo tendencies with complementary qualities from others. As April 3rd, 2025 unfolds for Virgo, the stars align in a fascinating pattern that significantly impacts your communication style and expressiveness. With Mercury, your ruling planet, transitioning through Aries today, your typically measured and analytical communication takes on an unusually direct and spontaneous quality. This planetary position creates a dynamic tension with your natural tendencies. You might find yourself speaking up more quickly than usual, perhaps even before your thoughts are fully processed, which is rare for your methodical sign. The Mercury-Mars trine forming today amplifies your verbal courage, giving your words more assertiveness and passion than you typically display. This is an excellent day to advocate for yourself in professional settings or to have those challenging conversations you've been postponing. Your arguments will have unusual force behind them, though you'll need to be mindful not to overwhelm others with your newfound directness. Jupiter's presence in Gemini continues to expand your communication horizons, particularly in professional networks and public platforms. Today specifically, Jupiter forms a productive sextile with Mercury, creating a golden opportunity for presentations, interviews, or any situation where you need to make a strong impression through your words. Your ideas come across with both authority and accessibility, a powerful combination that could open doors for you professionally. Interestingly, Venus in Taurus today softens your communication in personal relationships. While you may be direct in professional contexts, intimate conversations will benefit from a gentle, patient approach that values comfort and security. This Venus placement supports deep, meaningful exchanges, especially regarding shared resources or emotional vulnerabilities. The moon in Cancer today creates an emotionally receptive atmosphere for your communications. You're likely to be more attuned to the subtle emotional undercurrents in conversations, allowing you to respond with appropriate sensitivity. This lunar position enhances your already strong listening skills, making today excellent for supportive conversations where others need your understanding. A challenging square between Mercury and Pluto suggests that some communications today may touch on deeper, more transformative themes. Be prepared for conversations that suddenly dive beneath surface matters into more profound territory. Your words have unusual power today to reveal hidden truths, both to yourself and others. Exercise this power wisely and be prepared for revelations that might emerge through seemingly ordinary exchanges. Saturn's influence from Pisces adds a note of caution to your communication today. While you're experiencing greater boldness and expansiveness, Saturn reminds you to maintain appropriate boundaries and to think about the long-term impact of what you share. This influence helps balance the more impulsive aspects of today's communicative energy, ensuring your words have substance as well as spark. For Virgos working in fields that require writing or public speaking, today offers exceptional creative potential. The Neptune-Mercury aspect enhances your ability to find the perfect turn of phrase or to communicate abstract concepts in accessible ways. Your words have a certain magical quality today that can captivate audiences. Use this gift intentionally. Your digital communications also receive favorable influences today. If you've been considering updating your online presence, launching a newsletter, or revamping your social media approach, the cosmic forces support these initiatives. Your messages in these realms will reach receptive audiences and could forge important connections. Pay particular attention to nonverbal communication today. With Chiron's influence, your body language and tone may reveal more than your carefully chosen words. This awareness can prevent misunderstandings, but also offers the opportunity for deeper connection when your verbal and nonverbal messages align authentically. Uranus in Taurus continues to revolutionize your philosophical outlook, which colors your communications today with unexpected insights and innovative perspectives. You might surprise yourself with the progressive ideas you articulate, particularly regarding practical matters that typically demand conservative approaches. This influence encourages you to break communication patterns that have become stale or unproductive. The North Node's position suggests that today's communications have special significance for your long-term path. Pay attention to synchronicities in conversation. Seemingly random exchanges may contain important guidance or confirmation that you're moving in the right direction. Names or ideas that repeatedly arise in different contexts deserve your attention. For Virgos in romantic relationships, today's planetary configurations support clearing up misunderstandings that may have lingered. The combination of direct Aries energy with Venus in grounding Taurus creates an ideal atmosphere for honest yet compassionate exchanges. Consider initiating important relationship conversations that require both clarity and sensitivity. In professional settings, your communication benefits from unusual precision today. The Sun-Saturn sextile adds weight and authority to your words, making this an excellent day for contractual discussions, presentations of detailed plans, or requests for resources or support. Decision-makers will appreciate your thoroughly prepared communications. Your capacity for learning through conversation is heightened today. Engaging in dialogue, rather than monologue, will prove especially rewarding, as Mercury's position encourages intellectual exchange rather than one-sided information delivery. Ask thoughtful questions and allow space for the surprising answers that may emerge. Toward evening, as the moon forms aspects with Neptune, your communication may take on a more intuitive quality. This is an excellent time for creative expression, poetry, music, or any communication that transcends logical frameworks. Your typically analytical mind finds unusual ease in accessing these more fluid forms of expression tonight. As you navigate this communication-rich day, remember that Virgo's greatest strength lies in integrating detailed analysis with practical helpfulness. Your words today have the potential not just to convey information, but to provide genuine service and support to others. This alignment of head and heart in your expression represents your highest communicative potential. Virgo, April 3rd, 2025 presents a fascinating financial landscape for you as Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a supportive trine with Jupiter in your 8th house of shared resources and investments. This powerful alignment opens doors to financial opportunities that might have previously seemed out of reach. The cosmic energy today specifically favors calculated risks and strategic financial planning rather than impulsive decisions. With Venus positioned in your career sector forming a positive aspect to Saturn, there's strong indication that financial rewards could come through professional recognition or advancement. Perhaps a project you've been diligently working on catches the attention of higher-ups, potentially leading to monetary compensation or new income streams. The moon in your 2nd house of personal finances amplifies your intuition regarding money matters today, making it an excellent time to review your budget, investments, and financial goals with fresh perspective. You may suddenly gain clarity about a financial situation that has been confusing you for weeks or even months. Mars in your partnership zone suggests that collaborative financial ventures could be particularly fruitful now. A business partner or close associate might approach you with an opportunity that aligns perfectly with your skills and financial objectives. However, Neptune's influence cautions against being overly idealistic about potential returns. Perform thorough due diligence before committing resources. For Virgos working in financial sectors, healthcare, or technology, today's planetary configurations suggest unexpected opportunities for income growth through innovative ideas or solutions you provide. Your methodical approach and attention to detail classic Virgo strengths will be particularly valued and potentially monetized. The presence of Uranus in your 9th house brings unexpected financial insights through education or foreign connections. You might discover a new approach to wealth building through unconventional sources or international opportunities. Consider exploring investment options outside your usual comfort zone, particularly those related to emerging technologies, sustainable projects, or foreign markets. Today's quarter moon phase encourages you to take measured action on financial plans you initiated about a week ago. Projects or investments started then may require adjustments based on new information coming to light. Your natural analytical abilities serve you well here. Trust your capacity to discern which financial pathways deserve your continued attention and resources. Pluto's long-term transformation of your 6th house of daily work continues to reshape how you earn and manage your income. Today brings awareness of ways you might diversify your income through side projects or specialized services that capitalize on your unique talents. Those Virgos seeking employment or additional income streams will find particular favor with positions requiring precision, analysis, and problem-solving expertise. Saturn's disciplined energy brings financial stability through consistent effort rather than get-rich-quick schemes. The most sustainable financial gains today come through methodical planning and implementation rather than impulsive decisions. Consider establishing automated savings or investment protocols that remove emotional decision-making from your financial processes. Mercury's communication with Jupiter enhances your ability to negotiate financial agreements and contracts. If you're involved in discussions about loans, mortgages, settlements, or business deals, you're cosmically supported to achieve favorable terms. Your articulation of value, both what you bring and what you require, is particularly persuasive under this influence. For Virgos considering property investments, today's aspects with Saturn suggest focusing on long-term appreciation potential rather than immediate returns. Real estate decisions made now could yield significant returns in approximately 7 years, particularly if they involve practical improvements or developments in emerging areas. The day's overall financial signature encourages balance between practical security needs and growth-oriented risks. Consider allocating resources in a portfolio that reflects both these priorities, perhaps setting aside a specific percentage for more speculative ventures while maintaining your characteristic Virgo prudence with core assets. While April is generally a financially promising month for you, today's particular configuration stands out as especially favorable for setting in motion wealth-building initiatives that combine innovation with your natural analytical precision. Trust your instincts regarding financial partnerships, but verify all details before finalizing agreements. April 3, 2025 brings Virgo natives an exceptional alignment of fortunate energies that deserve your full attention. With Jupiter positioned in Gemini forming a harmonious trine to your sun sign, intellectual pursuits become your strongest fortunate area today. The universe is particularly supporting any activities related to learning, communication, and information exchange. This is a prime day to schedule important presentations, pitch innovative ideas, or participate in educational opportunities that could significantly advance your career path. Your analytical abilities are especially sharp, allowing you to see connections and patterns that others might miss. This Jupiter influence doesn't come around often, so maximize it fully. Financial fortune appears in unexpected places today, particularly through collaborative ventures. Uranus in Taurus continues its favorable aspect to your sign, potentially bringing sudden windfalls through innovative approaches or technology-related projects. Your practical nature combined with Uranian innovation creates a uniquely fortunate blend for monetary matters. Look for opportunities that merge traditional security with modern approaches. Don't dismiss unusual investment options that present themselves. They may contain hidden potential. The domestic sphere also becomes a fortunate area today as Mars forms a sextile to your sign from Cáncer. Home-based projects or family discussions produce surprisingly positive outcomes. You'll find family members particularly supportive of your ideas and endeavors. This configuration suggests that working from home could be especially productive, as your physical space aligns with your energetic needs. Consider rearranging your workspace or implementing new organizational systems. They're likely to significantly enhance your efficiency and well-being. Communication channels open remarkably wide for you today. Mercury, your planetary ruler, positioned in Aries, infuses your words with confident energy and persuasive power. This makes it an ideal day for important conversations, negotiations, or putting your ideas in writing. Your normally meticulous communication style gains an added dose of charisma, helping you convince even the most skeptical audience. If you've been hesitating to have a difficult conversation, today's energy supports clear, direct exchange. Workplace relationships show particular promise today. Venus in Taurus creates a gorgeous trine to your sign, making collaborative projects especially harmonious. Colleagues and supervisors are more receptive to your input, and your attention to detail is likely to be recognized and appreciated rather than taken for granted. This is an excellent day to volunteer for high-visibility projects or request additional responsibilities that could lead to advancement. Your reputation for reliability becomes a significant asset. Health routines initiated today have staying power. The earth sign energy prevalent in this day's chart supports physical wellness efforts that are practical and sustainable. Your body responds particularly well to natural therapies, outdoor activities, and nutrition-focused approaches. The moon's position enhances your intuitive connection to your physical needs, making it easier to discern which health practices truly serve you. Creative pursuits carry unexpected fortune today, especially those involving detailed craftwork or analysis. Your ability to notice nuances gives you a distinct advantage in artistic endeavors that require precision. Whether it's digital design, writing, or hands-on creation,